I'm feeling so hollow, don't you know? Don't you know? I'm living in shadow, don't you know? Don't you know? I fell for fool's gold, I fell for fool's gold. What did I know? What did I know? I fell for fool's gold, I fell for fool's gold. What did I know? What did I know? You were fool's gold. Yes, I did. And I did it all for love. Yes, I did it all for love. Oh, they say fools believe in it, so I guess I'm one of them. Oh, don't you know? I fell for fool's gold, I fell for fool's gold. What did I know? What did I know? I fell for fool's gold, I fell for fool's gold. What did I know? What did I know? You were fool's gold. Yes, I did.
She galvanized me, steady like steel, back on my feet, living for the thrill again, loving for another day. She satisfied me, gave me what I want, just what we need, never too far away, loving for another day. But she asked for it. She asked for something more. She asked for it. Yeah, she asked for something beautiful. She asked for it. Yeah, she asked for it. She asked for it. Something beautiful. She mystifies me. Tell me what I
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to TeaTalk with Nas. Hello, Casper. Hello, Kusmi. Thank you so much for joining. So, yes, welcome back to TeaTalk with Nas. It is Nasha, and you are here with me for another hour of rubbish. No, another hour of discussion that people may have asked me questions and for me to answer, or some topics that we feel like we really want to talk about. So that's what we are doing here. Hello, Sandor. Thank you so much for joining. So yes, Tea Talk with Nas. Why is Tea Talk with Nas? And what do I say? It is actually a 60 days life challenge, meaning I had a challenge that I need to go on live every single day for 60 days. Doesn't matter if it's weekdays or weekends. And today I'm very, very excited. It's day 47 already, day 47. And I'm just so grateful that I am able to be here to really to talk to you about all the topic I want to, to be able to share with you all the topic I want to talk about. Hello, Nene. Hello, Rosie. Thank you so much for joining. Yes, and actually, what I'm going to talk about today is something it's a little bit more. I'm not sure if that's something that of your interest, but it is something that everyone's talking about these days in the past few years as well. But before I go, I just want to quickly share with you again what is 60 days life challenge. So basically, 47 days ago, I just completed my first ever, how do you call it? 11 days yoga challenge. Actually, I never complete any kind of like 5 days, even 3 days, 21 days challenge ever before in my life, even though I tried to sign up. And also I've been like coordinating, like hosting this kind of life challenge event in the past 5 years. Okay, like I can't count how many challenges that I have held. I have helped to support it, but also because I used to be like part of the other side of the the team that's creating this kind of life challenge. So I never be able to like complete challenge myself as a participant until 47 days ago that I completed 11 days live yoga challenge as a participant, and I went through every single day. So at the end of this, of course, because I have done that myself, I feel so powerful. I feel like, oh, I can do everything. If I really want to achieve something in my life, I feel like, oh, I have the power to do anything and everything if I put my mind to it. If I put my mind to it. So I was like, I really want to continue this kind of momentum. I really want to continue to feel powerful. I want to continue to feel like I can. You know what I mean? Like I want to feel more able. I want to feel useful and being able to achieve anything I want. So, but at the same time, I knew I'm kind of like a lazy person, and I'm the kind of person like, oh, if you give me any excuse not to do something, I will take that straight away. I will take that straight away. I will take all this, like, oh, I'm so tired today. Oh, I feel a headache. But I didn't want to have that anymore. I want to continue the momentum, especially now with on this platform. You say you can see, right? You don't see my name, you see Phoenix Rising. This is platform we are trying to build. We're trying to build that we are able to find a space. We're able to create this space together, a space where we can grow together. We can really feel this is a comfortable space that will be supported no matter what. So I decided I want to do this life challenge, really just to continue the momentum after that 11 days yoga challenge. And really also at the same time, to continue to practice my speaking, doesn't matter in Chinese or in English, and then to really to also to find out what kind of topic that you like, and then I know like what can we do? What can we do to really help people? So that's why we started this 60 days life challenge. That's why we started this 60 days life challenge. So yeah, today is day 47, and I was thinking, what can we talk about? And especially yesterday, we actually talked about crypto. Hello, David. Thank you so much for joining. Yesterday, we actually talked about crypto. We want to share with you guys. Like, crypto is not scary. It is just another new technology that to help us. It's just another new tools that's going to affect our life. And it is not wise to pretend it is not going to happen, because we all know it is going to happen. Because, for example, when Donald Trump won the election, how many news are talking about stock exchange, and how much news coverage are talking about Bitcoins, right? And that's why we talked about that yesterday. And we want to make sure that we share as much information as we can, even though you didn't feel that you need to know. And today I want to try it from another perspective, really to keep the variety and then keep you surprised. So today I want to talk about again, people have been talking about this in the past few years. It's about Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde. And I know that you'll be thinking, what do you mean by Mercury retrograde? Are we talking about the planet? Right? Mercury what? What? Like, am I going from woohoo energy manifestation to crypto, and then now we're going to a sci-fi field? Or like, why do I want to talk about this? Like, or is it another astrology things? But we need to know, okay? Like in the past 40 days, I've been trying to share with you, we need to keep an open mind, because you need to know before all those scientists, before they found gravity, before they found light bulbs, before they found all the different elements that we now learn in the physics, right? Before all of these things, chemical elements were explored? You don't know, right? It's by all those scientists who have been researching, studying, and the most important thing, observation. They observe, they document the pattern, and then they're trying to find a way to figure out something that exists but no one knew. And we should also, and that's another reason why I'm here. I want us to really have this kind of scientist mindset, right? For anything that we don't know, we try to understand. We try to understand with a logical way. We try to experiment on it. We try to test it and then to see if it's true before we even really just say, oh no, it's just awful stuff. It's a witchcraft. It is you're just making things up. It's all superstitious. It's all magic. It's black magic. It should be condoned. No, for things that we don't know or we don't understand, we should really keep our open mind, and then to learn why people believe in them. What is the meaning behind this? So that's why yesterday we talked about crypto, and today we are going to talk about Mercury. Mercury what? Mercury retrograde. Okay, so it's really not as complicated as it sounds. Just even if you're not into astrology, it's actually worth tuning in because this cosmic phenomenon can affect us. Okay, it will affect us all as well in some pretty interesting ways. Okay, and they are just like what the scientists have done. Okay, all of these astrologists, they have observed, documented patterns, and figured something out. Share with us their findings, and that's why I want to invite you to explore these findings with me today. So basically, what is Mercury retrograde? It is like the planet Mercury seems to be going backwards in the sky. And that's why we say retrograde. Okay. And you may be feeling like, how is that even possible? Imagine, it's like when you're driving on a motorway and you see a car, you see a car in the next lane going backwards. But they are not going backwards. It's just optical illusion. Okay, just like when we see, oh, there's waterfall going upwards. No, they are also optical illusions. But even though it is an illusion, it can still have some funny effects on our lives. Okay, we just need to know. And hello, Marsars Soras. Thank you so much for joining. But even if we knew, okay, this kind of astrology, why do I need to be bothered by it? Right? You may think, why do I need to be bothered by it? Does it really affect me? We already knew the moon affects us, right? The moon will affect how the tides goes, right? The moon is the reason why there's the ocean and the tides. But not only the moon, right? All the planets we already knew. There's somewhat gravity keeping all these planets together, right? That create this solar system where we are at, right? So there is gravity in all the planets. So how can we say Mercury retrograde will not affect us, right? Who give us this kind of evidence, this kind of confidence to say, oh, we will not be affected by whatever happening in other planets? We can't say that, can we? So let's explore what are these findings. Okay, so in the past few years, a lot of people will say, oh, this is broken, that is broken. You didn't hear me right. This miscommunication. It is all because Mercury retrograde. I blend everything onto the Mercury. They can hear a lot of people start saying, oh, I blend this on the Mercury retrograde. Hello, Nathan. Thank you so much for joining. And you may be thinking, and that's another reason why you should know about this, because you don't want to be seen like do my math. You don't want to be seen like, oh, you don't know what people are talking about when there's so many people. We call it is that all those younger people when they're talking about the Mercury retrograde. You don't want to sound like, oh, you don't understand, right? So that's another reason why we're talking about this. So what will happen during this cycle, right? And first of all, people are saying, okay, there are going to be at least 3 times Mercury retrograde every year. Okay, and every time will last about 1 week. Okay, and what is going to happen in this time? What's going to happen in this time? So it's like everyone's talking different language. It's like you are going to expecting a lot of miscommunication, right? You're thinking like, do I see that text right? Am I misunderstood? Your email will get lost, your text will get misinterpreted, and the conversation can go from one place to another. Like you will find yourself, wait, that's not what I meant. I don't know why it sounded like that, but that's 100% that's not what you meant. Right? Or even if when you're planning some trips, maybe you're going to expecting a lot of like things that you may only expect in a comedy show, right? Delays, cancellations, your luggage just fall everywhere, and then you may take wrong turn when you're driving. Your GPS just decided to go for a different setting from the shortest route to the best route that you never heard of. Hello, Queen. Thank you so much for joining. You know, like it remind me last year when we are trying to go to airport, to Manchester Airport. I don't know what happened to the GPS. Just decided to take us from a simple motorway to this very small A road, and then the small road that you don't even see any markings. Next to the motorway, and they're taking us to Manchester Airport. And it's like, why are we even here? And we even saw a deer on the way. Like it was very dark, and we're like, what's happening here? Like the GPS is normally, I normally quite relying, really depending on the GPS. And then on that day, on that night, just like, why is playing off? What is playing at? And that's what's happening when we are in the period of Mercury retrograde. Like, things just going off and on the most unexpected way. Like, is there a ghost or something? Or like, what's happening? And don't even get me started on technology. We're talking about the laptop that doesn't work. Like I've been trying. For those of you who are on YouTube, like I've been trying to have my camera works, and it just doesn't work. It just doesn't connect, and well, your phone, well, you suddenly just don't have signals, and you're supposed to be at full bar. You see the full bar on your phone, and but then you're on your phone, you're telling you losing signals, like searching internet. Like you're saying, what's happening here? Like, why is nothing works? And that's when people say, oh, it's a Mercury retrograde playing. Okay. So when people are saying, so now you know when people are talking about Mercury retrograde, it just basically refers to around 1 week of time and when everything doesn't work. So when you start seeing all these YouTubers, all of this, your search, something popping up, Mercury, then you know this is the time of the year. Okay, you're going to expect something just not going to be right. And then people will start blaming everything on the Mercury. Okay. Hello, team. Hello, Chris. Thank you so much for joining. Hello, Scott. Scotlander. Hello, Scotlander. Hello, Queen. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, so that's Mercury retrograde because there's some phenomenon happened and create this kind of side effects on us. Okay, but at the same time, you may be thinking, oh, does that mean during this time, then we should just stay home, doing nothing, don't do anything, don't commit anything? Like, should I just lock myself down out away and then maybe just stay with a book? Actually, that's a pretty good idea, you know. But no, of course, it doesn't mean that then you need to ask for a week off and then to hide away from everyone. And just need to be a little bit more conservative. Okay. For example, what can we do during this time? Actually, it is a very good time for us to slow down. You know, in this time of Mercury retrograde, Mercury retrograde. In the time of Mercury retrograde, there are something we can do, and we can actually use this opportunity to really to slow down and reflect, and then to contemplate what happened in the past year before the end of the year. Hello, Scott. Hello, Joe. Thank you so much for joining. And thank you, Nene. Thank you, Rosie, for all the likes and the stars and the diamonds. Thank you very much. So I know that you do like this kind of conversation, this kind of discussion. Hello, Horizontal. Thank you so much for joining as well. So yeah, so what can we do with this Mercury retrograde? Okay, what can we do? First of all, we can definitely take a breather. Okay, meaning slow down. Everything we do, we can like take a deep breath. Don't need to rush into any decision. Don't need to rush into making any options, any final answer. Just hold back and then observe. Double check your work, right? And extra careful with your communication. So with anything that is important, it's really maybe it's better just to pick up your phone and then speak to the person directly. Don't use your maybe of course you should still use email to confirm everything, you know, black and white, but at the same time, you should really make a phone call or speak to this person like face to face to make sure that there is no communication. Okay. Miscommunication is very often to be seen when we're only doing texts, right? You may feel, oh, I'm just talking like very calmly, but for the person who received the text on the other side, it really depends on their mood, and then they may interpret it in a different way. So really, especially during this time, we try to, double check. Hello, do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, this is what I mean. This is what we should do. Something like that. So we can avoid miscommunication that's created by text message. Hello, Steve. Hello, A. Thank you so much for joining. And also, before, when you read, or if you are on the other side of the equation, right? Hello, slice pen. Thank you so much. Is that right way to say slice pen? Thank you so much for liking this conversation. So, what do I say? Oh yeah. So when you are receiving these emails, when you're receiving these texts, right? You should be careful. Just don't get wound out by yourself. Don't be emotional. You remember when we talk about when we emotional, we try to take ourselves away. Just like what English people say, oh, let me brew tea first. Let me get a brew first before you jump into any actions or any conclusions. Read this message again after you have few seconds of, after you give yourself a few seconds, to relax, to calm yourself down before you jump into any conclusion. This is the best thing that you can do for everyone, because sometimes our emotions will play tricks to our mind, to our brain, and you may not see the message right, especially during this time of Mercury retrograde. So if you still feel confused, if you're still not sure what they mean in the email, in the text, call them. Like what I said, just call them and really make sure that you don't jump into conclusion. Allow the other person to, explain to you properly. And then maybe you'll find, oh, it's just miscommunication. And then yeah, that everything's fine. Give everyone this chance. Hello, Mandy. Thank you so much for joining. And then make sure that you do tie up loose ends. Okay. Make sure you follow up with your emails. Make sure you finish those projects that you have been putting off. And that's also what do we mean? This is the time, Mercury retrograde is really the time for us to concluding things. Okay. Bring, like all of the piles of to do or pending or doing, right? To be reviewed, to be discussed. This is the time for you to complete all of these tiles, all of these files, all of these documents, all of these projects. Okay. Close all of those open cases. Okay. Finish off all of those loose ends. Ready to now get ready for the end of the year. Get ready for the end of the year. Tidy things up. And really you feel more organized. You feel more better to yourself. Like, you can see all of the to-do, of the pending, of the doing are all going to the other side of what? The other side of completed, archived. Put them away. It's clear. You have a clear desktop. Everything is clear. You have clear emails. Of nothing, don't leave anything for next year. Perfect time to get your life in order. This is the time to do. Hello, Emna. Hello, hello, Elaine. Thank you so much for joining. We're talking about Mercury retrograde. Okay. So this is time for us really to cleanse our mind and our to-do list. Okay, like take everything, like take them all away, and then you can really get ready. Start putting up your Christmas tree if you celebrate Christmas. Start cleaning your house. Get ready for the fresh 2025. So this is a perfect time for you to do, because your advice not to take any big actions during this time, right? Also, it is a good time to reconnect with old friends. You may find yourself bumping into people that you haven't seen for a long time from your past, or the rekindling the old connections. It is a very good time to reach out to them. Like for those that come across your mind and you haven't contacted them, do it, right? Especially in the time like this. I suppose you are able to find them easy enough on TeaTalk, on Facebook, on anywhere. Oh, well, we haven't spoke for 5 years. I want to know how are you doing these days. Just thinking about you recently, right? So this is a good time really for us to catch up with those old friends, reconnect, talking about the memories that we had together. Like in the past few days, we've been talking about what we were doing last year when we were in Dubai. Like at that time, it was like, oh my God, when can it finish? And then now when you look back, it's just like, yes, we completed. Yes, we completed. Hello, Mitchell. Thank you so much for joining. So it is a good time. And also, it is a very good time to go with the flow, right? things is going to be, or may not actually, things will not go according to your plan. Most things are not going to go according to your plan. Hello, Senor. Thank you so much for joining. Because we are in the time of Mercury retrograde. So a lot of things are going to happen in the most unexpected way. So best way for us to prepare for it is actually not having A, B, C, D, E, F, G backup plans ready. The best way for us to face this Mercury retrograde is actually just have no plan. Doesn't mean that you don't do anything. Hello, Sheldon. Hello, Tanya. Thank you so much for joining. It means you are learning. It is a good time to learn to trust the universe. It is time to learn to embrace the unexpected. Okay. And then really to see where that will lead us to. It's a time of adventure. Okay. You need to know. You need to know. The universe, the energy, your life is not going to throw you under the bus. They will not challenge you with anything that you are not able to overcome. You are always capable to overcome all of these challenges that you may be facing. Okay. But how you react towards these challenges, how you tackle these challenges. Are you grateful for all of these things coming up? Are you able to be patient and then really to find a clue and then to find a way to solve this puzzle? Are you ready to really just open your arms and allow this roller coaster to take you to wherever you will go? Do you trust yourself? Do you trust yourself that you are capable? You should, because you are. Of course, a lot of people, they face a lot of different situations. They feel it's the end of the world, and then they decide it's not serving them. It doesn't work for them. There's no end. There's no solutions. Some people are like that. But you need to know. You need to know. There is always a way out. There is always a way out. Sometimes you may be just because you are seeing things from the ground floor. But if you're able to see the same things from the 80th floor, you will find different view. Just like if you're in a maze, right? Of course, you won't see the way out when you are on the ground, but you would find a way out when you're on the top. You will find a way out when you're on the top, isn't it? I mean, there's a way out. You just need to really embrace it and yourself. And then you'll find a pattern. You will find the way. You will find the light. And then you will find everything that's happening in life is just helping you to level up. We can say, oh, does it mean that life is a game? You can say life is a game. If that's easier for you to understand, you don't see any game that they don't ask you to level up, right? What is the purpose of any game? You need to go through this and that so you can level up, right? You need to do the treasure hunt. You need to build this so you can level up. You cannot just start the game and doing nothing. Right? You will have missions. You will have challenges. You will have bosses. How come other people can beat it and you can't? Hello, Sophia. We'll get extra money this year. Do you think will you get extra money this year? It really depends. What do you mean by extra money? Why is extra money? Right? Why is extra money to you? I mean, extra money beyond your wage, or extra money that you couldn't save, but now you can save now. If you think you will get extra money, then you will get extra money. Okay. Money mindset is a totally different thing. We actually yesterday we were talking about crypto, like a windfall, like lottery, is it? I don't know you enough, so I don't know this information, but I can say you can if you wanted to. You can have more money if you want to. If you believe yourself, you just need to find a way. How to find the right way to get extra money, right? The right way. Actually, next Saturday. It's not what I'm talking now. I'm talking about Mercury retrograde. But just quickly to let you know, yesterday we talked about cryptocurrency and what is it all about, and to break some myths. And next Saturday, the Saturday coming, okay, we're also going to invite CK to talk about crypto again. Then you may know if you can get extra money or not. Okay, Sophia. Money is a mindset. Okay, maybe I can try to find a way to combine this Mercury retrograde. Don't do anything these days during this time when we talk about Mercury retrograde. If you believe in that, or just be more conservative. When you are investing, prepare. This is something that, or even if when you invested, you may not have it back for a while. So it need to be a fund that will not affect your life. Or you invest £50, it will not affect your rent, it will not affect your bills, it will not affect your food tomorrow. Then do it. And then you will get extra money sooner or later. You will. Okay, you will. You just need to learn, you need to find a way. And that's why we're here. So every day we're talking about different topics. But when we are learning, if you believe in Mercury retrograde, okay, if you believe in astrology, you believe that, okay, this is the time we need to play safe, then let's play safe. Compensation or inheritance. Be careful on that, okay? Yesterday we just talked about there are still a lot of scams, and this scam is pretty old, 10, 15 years. And I can't believe there are still people sending emails and saying, oh, you're going to inherit something, but you need to pay £5,000 first for the tax so we can release 5 million to you. Be careful. There's nothing is free. And that would be a scam. Okay, that would be a scam. So really need to be careful on anything like this. And why do we expect compensation? When we heard about compensation, meaning you're going to sacrifice something for compensation, right? I think that's what it means in English. Compensate something that you lost. Don't expecting that. Inheritance, meaning you're expecting what? Someone passed away. Is that what you want? Be careful about your intention. Be careful. Okay. Seriously, be careful. Like when I see compensation, I've been in the UK long enough. Every time, the only time I heard about compensation is when I watch an advert when they're talking about what injury. Someone owes you money, that's your money, right? Then go speak to them. Go speak to them properly. Don't expect. Don't Maybe we can talk about this tomorrow. That would be a good topic about beliefs, about when we do things, we really need to try to train our mind, don't have any expectation, because when we have expectations, you are creating the reality for yourself already. When you are expecting inheritance, you are expecting someone to die. When you are expecting a compensation, you're expecting something bad is going to happen. That's when you'll be compensated. Insurance money, the same thing. So yes, own your money. That's good. Then you speak to them and then try to get it back and speak nicely and then have a good intention. And and then just don't expect the outcome. Don't expect the outcome before the conversation. But again, when just now I was talking about Mercury retrograde, meaning this is time that when we are easily being misunderstood and we easily misunderstand people. Okay, so if anything important that you want to communicate, for example, asking people for the money back, right? Or anything you need to communicate with your boss about a project you are working on, don't rely on email, don't rely on texts. They are important, yes, for documentation, but at the same time, you really need to make sure you pick up your phone or you go to that person, talk about things. Make sure that you understood each other so we can avoid this miscommunication, because this is a time when things will be misinterpreted very easily, very easily. And that also means you may misunderstand yourself as well. You may confuse yourself with what you're going to do, with your reaction. So this is time when we really need to slow down. And then you can always Google let's Google it. When is Mercury retrograde going to finish? My other phone. Yeah. When is the next Mercury retrograde? Okay, what is the time for Mercury retrograde 2024? Right? It will be from 25th November to 15th of December. That's a pretty long time. That's like 2-3 weeks. Right? And it's not going to be shorter. So from now to the 15th of December, this is the time we need to be calm, be relaxed. Don't jump into conclusions. Don't react anything. If anything happens, if you really feel like just walk away first. Walk away first and come back. Deal with it later. Okay. Because you really don't know. You really don't want to have miscommunication. Miscommunication meaning misconceptions. It means two people are going to talk about things that are not on the same frequency, and then you are just going to, nothing ends well when there is misunderstanding, miscommunication. So really, even if you don't believe it, just, it's nothing bad to double check everything. It is not bad to just speak over the phone or to speak about things face to face. It's not bad to make sure that everything is going well, and it is not bad to slow down, right? Everything that I just said, we are not asking you to do anything that out of the depths or irreasonable. We're just saying slow down. It's never bad to slow down. Actually, it is never bad to slow down. I wish I slowed down that I won't be scammed. You know what I mean? So you maybe you seriously let's just go with the flows in this 3 weeks time, 2 weeks time, 3 weeks time. And then you will be surprised by the outcome. Just like Sarah, she just now she jumped in and asked about if she will have extra money. I don't even see her face. All I have, all I have is a name on them. All I have is a name on the on the TeaTalk. But she doesn't even show me the profile picture. I'm very grateful that I'm given this kind of trust. Thank you very much. But no, I'm not a fortune teller. I'm not a card reader. But I can tell her she will get extra money if she wants to. Just like I can tell you, if you believe you will have extra money, you can. But be careful about your intention, okay? Really, like how much money how much money you have doesn't mean you will have more things than other people. You know, it doesn't mean you'll be happier. Most of the time when we talk about money, we will want to, it's because we need money to help us to solve some kind of problems. When we're talking about money, it is because I need money to have a car. I need money to look after my parents. I need money so I can travel. I need money so I can pay the rent. I need money so I can buy the food. So why don't you just ask, why don't you say your intention for what you really need? Hello, Kuzmi, welcome back. Hello, Michael, Stanton, Ibrahim, Rachel, Henry, thank you so much for being here. I know we're talking about Mercury, but I since Sarah jumped in and then I think maybe just is what we should talk about because I just said, right, we can go with the flow. And then I feel very connected to this topic right now. So please bear with me. I think some of you are hearing, maybe you need this. Okay. So we really need to know, or I really need it. Actually, I need this conversation. I need to reaffirm to myself. I need to know. I don't need money. I need the feeling of secure. I need to know we will be looked after. We will have a good Christmas. I need to know that I can travel back to see my grandma. She's over 80 years old, and I've been telling her I will go back this year, but I haven't been able to. From June to August to September to October, now it's November. I haven't been able to fulfill my promises. My grandma's in Taiwan. That's like 1,000 pounds of flight away. Right. So I don't really need money, do I? I need to be able to fly back to see her. I need to be able to tell my parents I'm okay and I can look after them. It is not the money I want. It is the goal I want to achieve. I need a bigger house so our baby animals can grow up in a better place. So we can live in a better environment, not right next to busy traffic, breathing in all this pollution, right? And that's what I need. I need to make myself healthier. I need to make sure my family is healthier. And money just means. So we need to know what kind of intention we are setting. No, I don't need money. I just need things to happen in a better direction. And I feel like when Sarah is here, I just want to share that with her as well. It is never about money. Even though we were scammed, most of our money was scammed away. That's our life saving. And yes, you can say yes, we shouldn't have most of our life savings in a crypto, but it was doing good. It helped us to grow from 2,000 to 25,000. But we are still here. We still have a house. We still have our food. We still have our heating. I don't know how. And I'm here serving you, sharing with you everything that I know, and then learning from everything that I'm saying, we are saying, you are sharing. I received so many private messages about their own life stories. I'm very grateful for those people who trust me and have me as their consultant, as their life coach. And I'm very grateful that they allow me to be part of their life because I also learned so much from them. I'm so very grateful that to know that I'm able to help them. So I know my life means something. If I had been through the time that I don't feel life means anything anymore. So now I know, and I'm grateful. And that keep us a roof over our top, our head, allow us to have heating, allow us to have electricity, allow me to stand in here before you to sharing all this information that should be accessible by everyone, but they're never taught in school. Thank you, Francisca. Thank you so much for joining. You need to know from the Mercury retrograde, and it is something that happening several times a year and every single year. And our life is the same. It has a pattern. There's ups and there is going to be down. But it's not never going to go all the way down. It's always going to bounce back. It's like a roller coaster. And it is like a book that you know is going to have a happy ending. And I think the Mercury retrograde, I never really pay much attention to it. But because of you, I need to do research. My team saying, oh, we need to talk about this. Because everyone's talking about it right now. So because of you, I learned more about Mercury retrograde, and I'm grateful. Because I used to be, actually just a few years ago, I'm still this arrogant ego person, even though I am a practitioner practicing Zen, but little did I know I actually was very arrogant and thinking I don't need to know this. But for many people, it is very important. It makes them better when they know, oh, because it's just because Mercury retrograde. It's not because I'm stupid or I saw them suddenly have an alien hands. Right? Oh, why is this? Why is my cup just jump out of my hand. My phone just jumped out of my hand and commit suicide. What tells me you are true? I'm not sure what I mean. Like, do you think I'm true, genuine to you, Julie? Thank you so much. Is that what you mean? Right. If that's what you mean, thank you so much. And thank you so much for being here. I mean, Yes, really, a few years ago, I don't, even though my boss was talking about Mercury um all the time. And I was like, I'm a Zen practitioner. I don't really need to know this. I just need to focus on what I can do. And then you need affection. What do you need, Julie? If you can share with me a little bit more. Please forgive me. English is not my native language, and because I don't know you enough, so I don't really understand. But yeah, what am I going to say? No, and but this year, I think this 60 days life challenge really helped me to learn a lot of things that I didn't care. And now I'm very humble because I understand now there are different methods in the world to help people, just like there are different religions, there are different languages, because we all come from different backgrounds. I'm not a reader. I'm not a fortune teller. I don't even I don't even have cards before me. I can tell you you are beautiful. I can tell you you want change. Okay, does that count? I can tell that you need something to happen for you to find a purpose in life. But we all do. I don't want to sound like a woo-hoo witch or whatever because I'm not. All I can share with you is my own experience, and I want to encourage you because I've been in a very dark time as well. And I want you to know everything will pass. And then you will find everything that's happening right now will become your resource. They will help you in the future. Just like you don't know I'm a widow. Lost my husband 5 years ago. But yeah, standing here really helped me to learn more about myself and learn more about people. Like, I'm no one to tell you you shouldn't care about Mercury retrograde. And if you don't care about it, that's absolutely fine too. Just like I'm no one to tell you what's going to happen with you. But if you want to share with me, I'm here for you. And that's why I do have a lot of clients have me as their life coach or transformation coach on their personal life to help them to go through the time that they are not sure how to find a way because I've been there for them. And standing here really allowed me an opportunity. And this is the perfect time as well, Mercury retrograde, because it is a time that, again, we should be conservative. So this is time for us to learn to grow and to become more resilient. It is a time for us to pick up our, not really weapon, but it is time for us to really to look inwards. Okay. Why do you need someone to tell you what they need to know about you? Do you know about yourself? Actually, this is our lifetime journey. I know someone who can tell things in a very, very good, accurate way. But at the same time, I did talk about this before. We are using these card readers, we're using all of these methods, I Ching and everything. We're just using them as a tool to validate what we already knew in our heart. We just don't believe ourselves enough. We just still have self-doubt. We just don't want to be the person that making the decision in case anything go wrong. I want to tell you, nothing's going to be going wrong. Everything that's happening will be for a reason. Everything that's happening will be for a reason. And even if we can understand that right now, we will be able to understand that in the future. Sooner or later, just like money. Money will come and go, and come and go. It is an energy. You just need to trust. And again, you don't really need the money itself. You need what money will bring to you. Make sure you set the right intention. Okay? Again, we are at the end of today's session. I just want to remind us, including myself, in this time, let's be humble. Let's take our time. Let's be resilient and allow ourselves to understand that anything can happen in the coming 3 weeks. Don't have any expectation, just enjoying the ride. Doesn't mean that you don't do anything. You just focus on what you can do. Take one step at a time. Don't speculate what's going to happen in the future. You don't need to. Just focus on now and enjoying the now, enjoying the experience. Or maybe find a humor in those things. You know, sometimes we just laugh. We just like, oh my God, my life is like a comedy right now. The tea just split everywhere. And my phone just keep dropping, and if nothing goes right to a point that you can only laugh. Right? And that is life. Sometimes you either cry or you laugh. Then choose to laugh. Okay? And then we will have a very interesting life. And then we'll have something to talk about, to cry about later. Just like me and my friend, now we can talk about this and remembering these memories that happened last year. And at that time, it was very, very tough. For 30 days, we don't sleep over 4 hours every single day. Just like, how many of you have been to this, how do you call them, army service in the, armed force? For some countries, it's like a compulsory. You may need to serve for the country for 1-2 years. But that become a memory of lifetime. And you make lifelong friends. Enjoy the experience and let's grow together. Thank you very much for being with TeaTalk with us today. I'm Nasha. I will see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock as well. Thank you so much. Have a very good night. See you. Bye-bye.